Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks and another edition of How to Spot a Fakestream Media PSYOP. And in this edition, we look at this story from a couple of days ago, which loads of people sent to me. Some people, they still have not got the grips with how they are being deceived, unfortunately. And this is all about, it says here, an army veteran who was supposedly arrested because he shared a meme, some LGBT thing. Okay, and of course, the actor and GB News regular talking head Lawrence Fox was there to film it and also give a running commentary as it was happening. How very handy having an actor on hand at the exact moment of arrest when the handcuffs go on, who's there to give a running commentary and film it. It says here the man, who has not been named, was supported by the organisation Fair Cop and the Bad Law Project. Both founder members of the organisation, former policeman Harry Miller, and British actor and leader of the new political movement, the Reclaim Party, Lawrence Fox, were at the scene of the arrest and posted footage on Twitter for everyone to see. Now, I posted this on Twitter yesterday, and this is my opinion. Latest PSYOP in order to make the public afraid to post about controversial subjects on social media. Shared by the usual controlled opposition networks. Main message is telegraphed for those that believe this nonsense. Is there anyone still falling for this? Now, I'm not going to play the video here. I can't be bothered. You can find it online. And if you see my Twitter post, you can see a clip where in the middle of this alleged arrest, the actor, Lawrence Fox, turns the camera onto himself. And I quote, he says, "Know that, Britain, if you attempt to criticize any woke ideology, you will end up in cuffs. Know that, Britain. Any criticism of woke ideology and you will end up in cuffs." Yeah, he says it twice. Directly to the camera, just in case you weren't getting the message, okay? While the police stand around with the guy in handcuffs waiting for the actor to finish his speech. It comes across to me as an amateur actor's improvisational day out, yeah? I mean, what is this all about? Well, he told you directly to camera, and to note it as well. They are trying to make people believe that this could happen to them. Make people be afraid to post anything of a controversial subject matter online. Okay? Because, this might happen to you. That's how it comes across to me. Whilst at the same time making out, look, we are standing up for the people. Then, of course, this theatre show is then featured across the Fakestream media. It's in the Times, the Telegraph, the Daily Mail, and elsewhere, giving it loads of publicity. I've told you before, if it's featured extensively in the mainstream media, it's part of the system. This is the Hegelian dialect. This is the black and white duality operating both sides of the game. You can do this when the media is completely controlled and no real authentic voices are allowed in to that controlled system. And this is how they do it. This is how they coerce people, make people afraid. They manufacture these situations and then the media promotes the story, publicizes it to the majority of the public, and it sends out a message. And the message is, in this case, you could get arrested and put in cuffs at your home if you post something controversial on the internet, on social media. And if you're silly enough to believe this, then this may make you actually censor yourself. This is crap. This guy replying on Twitter yesterday understands the game. He's seen it before. He says, "Let me guess, there's a GoFundMe set up and charges will be dropped in the near future with no conviction ever recorded. The money raised will be used to fight this pretend legal challenge with zero accountability." They do this all the time. They did it with the shops and gyms when the lockdowns were on. They were going to stand up against the system. But then they lose in court and get fined, which then puts off real people standing up for themselves. Do you realise the extent this controlled crap goes? And as from what I read yesterday, they've already said that all the charges have been dropped in regards to this event, okay? Look, the world through the lens of the mainstream media is a massive big stage. You're looking at a huge orchestrated theatre show that is being played out for your benefit. It looks like it's been this way for quite a while. Usually it's put on to make you believe in certain theories. Now it's being put on to get you to comply, to submit, to be afraid to do this, to do that, to leave your house, to be afraid to go to a protest because, you might get arrested. Or as in this case, be afraid of posting content on the internet. That might be a bit controversial. I don't think it really works this time. Looking at the replies I got on Telegram, pretty much everyone agreed with me. They seem to see through this nonsense. But there are also many who are not in my Telegram group that don't see through it. I mean, they don't even have the respect, to get someone, to get a person who at least isn't known as a professional actor. I mean, this guy is a professional actor from a long line of actors, a Fox family of actors who have been awarded by the establishment, by the royal family. It's been given the OBE, the Order of the British Empire, etc. It's all about influence. Fear is a big influencer. The threat of something happening to you. They create the illusion. They put out statements threatening this or that. Empty threats. They have all manners of different strategies of doing things. Look at Austria. They were threatening to fine and imprison people who didn't get the jab. They kept that facade going for months, but when it came to it, they never went through with it. They never were. It wasn't real. It's all about coercion. In this instance, you're being told that if you post something mildly controversial, police, they might come round and put you in cuffs. It's a nonsense. It's to scare and stop people posting their truth, or at least to get them to think twice about it. Pay no attention. There are millions of people posting all sorts of things all the time, all kinds of controversial stuff, and far, far worse. Do you really think they are going to come round? Come on, I mean, you can't be serious. Tens of thousands of people sharing an offensive meme. Do you think the police have the manpower to go around to thousands of people's homes in various places all up and down the country because you shared a picture? You're crazy. It's the magnification, of the minute to make it appear something much more than it really is to control people's behaviour. Wizard of Oz man behind the curtain trick. And you can see this is not a one-off. This is a campaign. Here we see British YouTuber alleges she was visited by police for being untoward about a certain group of people. Oh, right. Do you reckon, is this just an average run-of-the-mill British YouTuber, do you think, that got this visit from the police? Or do you think it might be someone who is also connected to Lawrence Fox and this network of people online? Of course it is. It's someone who is also on GB News, who does interviews with Piers Morgan and the podcast of the Lotus Eaters, the same UKIP-funded organisations, some of them funded by members of the House of Lords, the establishment. And this one is part of PSYOP, which is an organisation directly linked to Lawrence Fox and his organisation, which I believe is called the Bad Law Project. So look, this is just my opinion. You can disagree with me. I don't care. I expect to see now an avalanche of trolls appear now in the comments. Always happens when I point these things out. Strange that. My main message here, is just use your discernment, use your gut instinct, and think twice every time you view something, as these people rely on you not thinking twice, on not using your discernment. They're hoping to get a knee-jerk reaction. That's what they're counting on. As always, thanks for listening. Come and subscribe to hugotalks.com, and I'll see you later.